Domnule, ce frumoșele sunteți!
Da, superbe!
Vreți să vă ridicați în picioare să vă vedem? Ia, ia să vedem. Și acum arată cum se face rotirea. Rotire. Ah, so nice! Foarte, și acum băieții, nu stați jos. No, you look good too. So, Kevin, do you know what's rule number 1? Follow directions quickly. Now, your direction is this. Listen to the teacher. I am the teacher. Listen to the teacher. So, it's a very special day today, and I want to start with prayer. I want to pray with faith. Okay? Who has faith here? Do you have faith? Everybody, raise your hand. Yeah, good, good. Yes, faithful people, put your hands down. Let's see, David, please, lead us in prayer.
Doamne, mulțumesc pentru ziua frumoasă care ne-a făcut. Mulțumesc că am venit pentru noi, Doamne. Doamne, ajută ca să învățăm și să fie cu oameni. Mulțumesc. Amen.
Amen.
From Mark 5:35. So, would you please start from here? Well, Jesus.
While Jesus was still speaking, some people came for the house of Jairus, the synagogue leader.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad when I teach kids how to speak English. So let's English this.
Your daughter is dead, they said. Why bother the teacher anymore? Overhearing what they said, Jesus told him, "Don't be afraid, just believe." He did not let anyone follow him except Peter, James, and John, the brothers of James. When they came to the home of synagogue leader, Jesus saw a commotion, with people crying and wailing loudly. He went and said to them, "Why all this commotion and wailing? The child is not dead, but asleep." But they laughed at him.
After he put them all out, he took the child's father and mother and disciples who were with him, and went in where the child was. He took her by the hand and said to her, "Talitha, koum," which means little girl. "I say to you, get up." Immediately the girl stood up and began to walk around. She was 12 years old. At this time, they were completely astonished. He gave her strict orders not to let anyone know about this, and they told them to give her something to eat.
So, Kevin, would you like to tell us what you understand from the text? Or you want to read it again? Really? David, would you please tell us what you understand from the text?
It was a girl that was dead, and then God risen her.
Yes,
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
Excellent.
Very nice. Good. So,
Excellent.
Kevin, now you can tell us what you understand from the text? Sit up nice and tall. No, sit up nice. Chest up, shoulders down. Yes, like this. Good.
There was a girl that died, and Jesus healed her. Now she can walk.
Yes, yeah, that's good.
Yes,
It's
true,
good.
but
That's good.
He brought her back
It's
to life, yes?
Yeah,
Very,
It's
very
good.
good. Yes, please.
It was about a girl who was dead, and Jesus told people that she wasn't dead, she was just asleep, but they didn't believe him.
Wow, how good is that? You know why they clap? Because she add more. That means she pay more attention. It's very important, boys and girls. Those details are very important. Absolutely, good job. You want to add something? Good. What about you? It's fine. So, boys and girls, I need Kevin. Please stand up. Now make 20 push-ups. Just kidding. Come here. Come here. Okay. So please come here. Now listen what I'm going to do. I want you to hold this cute doggy like that. You see it? It's a cute doggy? What? He's a cute doggy. You see that? It's a cute dog, yes? Now, no, mixed feelings? Now listen up. This little dog is very special for me. Stay here. Good, thank you so much. Because when I was a kid, I had a dog just like that. Do you know how I called him? What was his name? Church?
Kodica.
Kodica. He's a famous dog. Why I named him Kodica? Because guess what? When he was born, the owner accidentally stepped on his little tail, and when we got it, his tail was like that a little bit at the end. And we pat him and said, look at his tail. We say Kodica in Romanian. And how to name him? And guess what? Kodica. Kodica was his name. And in fact, I love this doggy so much that when I left the town, I called my parents and I want to hear Kodica. And you know how they make him bark? Kodica had a really strong sense of justice. If I pretend I do this to a person, you're starting. He hated violence. He was a peacemaker. Now, sometimes I do this with my daddy. You know what he did? His favorite spot was on his neck. And when it's very hot, he didn't have any shirt on him. And I pretend to hit my daddy. And then Kodica started to protect him, but with his claws was kind of scratch his skin. In fact, that was kind of the idea. So I pretended it was wrong, and my father was ah. You know, so don't do that to your parents. Anyway, what I try to say is that I miss him, and I bet that if I believe hard enough, I could bring this doggy back to life. Yummy, you want to see me do that? Yeah. Are you ready? No, put it down because I don't want to jump so high and hurt his feet, you know, because it's going to come up because I'm going to believe really hard. You want to join me? No faith here? Wait, you want to say something? Okay, you want to join me? Okay, go ahead. So now, Kodica, listen. Right now, come out. Jump. You can do it. Jump. Thank you for your help. Oh, let me try harder. Guys, help me, please. I'm just frustrated. Come, Kodica, jump. I'm commanding you. Go, come. I'm going to fetch. I'm going to do things to you. I'm going to fetch. We're going to play games. Come. Okay, thanks. Stay there. Oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated. You know what? What's wrong here? Why can't I make this dog I love so much come to life? Why? Please.
Only Jesus can do that.
Ooh, that's a good answer. Somebody else has a different answer? David? No, that's it? Okay. Now, the truth be told, you see, you cannot bring life from non-life. It's just a piece of paper. How can it come to life? In fact, in a similar way, the people who believe in evolution, they believe the same thing. That a little rock could become a human or a flower. How interesting is that, yes? We'll talk about that. Father Titus will explain, will expand on that subject. But what I'm trying to say is that no matter how hard I try and I scream and I believe, this little cute doggy will not pop out of that paper. It's just impossible. So, let me ask you about the little girl in the story we just read. And I want to ask you, where do you think our loved ones go after they die? Yes?
Heaven or hell?
Yes.
Yes, that's such a complete answer. Heaven or hell. Whoa, I hope our loved ones will all go to heaven. Very nice. So now, let me ask you, how do you believe heaven looks like? Have some ideas?
If you pray, God will send you a little picture of it.
Okay, that's a cute answer. Give me 5. Now, somebody else, how you picture heaven looks like? Only you again? Okay, boys, shy? Okay, you could go. Poor puppy, we're going to keep it here for a while. Please go in your spot and sit. You are in very, very much help. Thank you. So, how heaven looks like?
flowers that sing, golden gates and diamonds and
Wow, you're so close.
giant houses.
Giant houses, wow, mansions, yeah? Do you know what? All those things are true, and in fact, the Bible even, yes, please.
Golden roads.
Yes.
Golden roads, that's specific from the Bible. Yes, please.
Anything you wish for.
Yes, I believe that is possible because you will wish what in heaven? We'll find out. But the Bible tells us about heaven is that, you know what, like you said, roads made of gold, pure gold. There will be a river like crystal water, and there will be light. There will be moon or sun there? No, they said that Jesus will be the light. But you know what's the best thing in heaven? The very best thing is that Jesus is there. If heaven would be without Jesus, heaven would be like just a nice city. But Jesus promised us, in heaven will be no more tears, no more
Cry.
angry, no more
Boredness.
Cry.
pain, no more
Boredness.
boredness. Exactly, everything will be exciting there. Exactly, maybe yes.
No more school.
No more school. Hey, do you know what? I disagree with that because God says that He's working and will be working too. Somehow we're going to continue learning, which is a beautiful thing. Homework, yes.
I'd rather go to church than school.
You rather go to church, yes, but here's kind of a school too. I'm teaching, no? So,
It's a church.
oh, that's okay. I like. Thank you, appreciate it. I get it as a personal compliment. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that no more tears, no more pain, no more sickness, and no more death. Why? Because look what Jesus said here. Jesus says that, can you read for me?
The resurrection and the life. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me shall live even if he dies. John 11:24.
Wow. Can you say that, Kevin, again? Okay, say after me. I am the resurrection and the life. Everybody, I am the resurrection and the life. You too, try to. I'm the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me shall live even if he dies. Now, I'm going to tell you something that might shock you. Do you know what? Most of the children have no trouble believing in heaven. But guess what? As children grow up, they start to lose their imagination. You know, the grown-ups, some of them, because of the challenges of this world, because of the busyness and because of the stress, they start to look at a person who died and see the body and just think that this body has no more chance coming to life than this puppy to pop out of the picture. They see a dead body, a person who maybe a few days ago they shake hands, and now it's just a body which has stopped functioning. But that's not what Jesus said. So, it's very important as you grow up to remember the verses I'm going to show you next, because those verses will help you when you be tempted to lose hope, when you're going to be busy and stressed and upset, and sometimes you don't understand all those challenges in this world. So, another question is this. Why do you think Jesus raised this little girl from dead? Yes? David, I want you more active. Why do you think he raised it from the dead?
Because he came to show people to believe in him, not in him but his Father. That God can do amazing things.
Oh, you know what? Okay, that's perfect answer. Yes, Kevin?
To show that he loves her.
Amen. Even better.
Her.
Yes,
Even
very,
better.
very nice. Yes. You see, anytime when Jesus did a miracle, he not just did a miracle to show off. Many times he cried for the person. He knew he's gonna save it. He heard about the person died and he was crushed in his spirit. He had compassion, means he felt for the other person. I'm sure that when he heard that father say, "My son, my daughter she's dead," he saw his suffering and he felt in his heart. He was like trembling and said, "I'm going to do something for these parents." But it's true what you said exactly, and you too. He came to show that death has no power over the person who believes in Jesus. So, you see, before Jesus died, just before he died, one of the last thing he said in John 2:4, I believe, he said this, in John 14:2, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. Can you repeat that? In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. You see, Jesus cannot lie. God cannot lie. And that's the truth. And I want you to understand that as you grow older, as I said, you're going to start to be busy. Don't forget to imagine heaven and to believe in heaven, because although we die, Jesus, God, has the power to bring us back to life. Because He is alive. And He conquered death. So now here, I have some passage from the scripture, and I want to give it to you randomly. Try to memorize one, and we finish with this one. And we try to memorize this. Now, I'll give you a second to memorize. You could take more than one, okay? Because don't complain. It's nice to learn. Yeah, you take more because you're bigger, you too, because you complain. You see what's happening, got punished. So, now, memorize them. And now what we're going to do, we try to put them here in order. I'm going to read it for you, the whole text, and you try to put them in order on those chairs. So I'm going to say, oh no, or maybe yes. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If you have that, you got to put it there. On the first chair, on the first chair, on the first chair.
Here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That way.
The last.
Thank you, I'm sorry. And then, beautiful. If it were not so, I would have told you. Okay? For I go to prepare a place for you.
It doesn't have place for you.
Continue.
Okay, go here on the other chair.
Continue.
And then go. A place for you? Oh, you got to do that too? Okay, so let's see this. Maybe I made a mistake. Okay, you have if I go.
Does it say
Yeah, good. You put it. Place for you? What is it? Oh, sit. And here says, if I go and prepare a place for you, you have that? If I go. Oh, you have that. If I go and prepare a place for you, okay, we'll say this, I will come again. Who is I will come again? I will come again and receive you to myself. Do you have that, please? Put it there in the end. That where I am, that you, there you may be also. Beautiful. So, let's read together. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. I don't hear you. If it were, now you could stand up and read. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. Okay, exactly. If it were not so,
I would have
told you, for I go to prepare a place for you. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, you may be also. Now, boys and girls, I want you to look at me. Heaven is real.
Amen.
It's a movie about that, yeah. And you have to believe that. And as you grow older, anytime when you get busy and you feel like, I'm not sure, don't look at just the body. Look at what Jesus can do, because Jesus says, with God, all things are possible. Thank you so much. Don't forget that. We are happy to see that you believe in Jesus and you believe in heaven. And we're going to meet there one day. Thank you.